Talking with David Popson here on the John Mendola Show. Lackawanna College is going to be the next step. I know you're excited about that. Let's talk about that, the college making, the decision process for you, and why were you like, okay, I'm thinking of this, thinking of that, but Lackawanna College is where I'm going to go.
I just want to go to a school where I can develop the most, and I just want to become the best basketball player that I can be.
Your game seems like it's on the upswing. We had an arrow, we're like, okay, he's not going this way, he's not going that way, he's going up. Talk a little bit about feeling like, and again, I may have said this to your dad, late bloomer, whatever it is, kind of coming into your own, finding a little bit more athleticism, finding a little bit more inside yourself. Talk a little bit about where that's coming from.
Well, it's all about just getting bigger and stronger. I think that's most important, but even on the court, I want to become more of a perimeter player than just a post player. I want to have the best of both worlds out there.
Finishing at the rim, something that I think, you're able to get some speed and get in there and take it down. Talk a little bit about trying to work on that part of your game in your senior season.
Well, my junior year, I had a knee injury, so moving around wasn't as easy. But senior year, I felt like I was moving a little bit better, so getting up off the ground didn't hurt as much, and I was able to do it more often.
Let's talk a little bit about your strength training program, what you're doing, who you're working with, and how that's going for you.
I work out at Fame Strength in 44. I usually go there for an hour every day, 6 days a week. But then after that, I'll go to the YMCA for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'll do basketball stuff there. I'll run, lift there sometimes, and then usually once a week I'll go to the Kirby Park, and I'll just run the dike there, run the track, do whatever.
Having a dad like you have, who made it to the highest level, is super unique. Talk about that relationship on how it goes, because sometimes it doesn't always go great. It's like, hey, this is what I did back in the day, but he's also a pretty tall guy too, but ultra talented, no doubt.
Yeah, it's definitely big shoes to fill, but I think he's helped me a lot with getting my game to where it's at now, and he's the best coach I have.
He's a busy guy. He's working for a living. He's got a challenging job at a prison, but he's coming, making time for you. Talk about what those moments are like as a young man trying to soak that up. Like, hey, we're working on my shot today. We're working at finishing at the rim.
I'm grateful for that, and for him just to give up some time to come with me and just work out, even if it's just once a week. It's great because it's not just basketball time, but it's also time with my dad. I really appreciate it.
How about stories? I'm sure he's had a million, but listening to those stories at a young age, you're like, man, wait, who is this? This is my dad. He played here. He did this. What were your impressions as a young guy, listening to some of those stories?
Being younger, hearing those stories, always just felt like it was normal to hear stories like that. But as I'm getting older, I'm realizing not everyone has stories like that to tell their kids. So it's cool.
No matter what happens with your basketball career, your family time, you guys are close knit. Your mom, your dad, your sister. Talk a little bit about just kind of being a family and saying, hey, I'm a pretty lucky guy.
I do have a good family. I love all of them, and I'm grateful that they gave me the opportunity to come to Redeemer and further my education there. But it's great.
Talk about that fire that you have inside of you. Obviously, people say, hey, I can't live through my dad, or I can't live through my mom. I've got to have my own juice. So to say, hey, I'm working out at Fame 6 days a week, and I'm going and shooting, and I'm going running hills. Talk about that fire for yourself and being self-motivated.
It's really not hard because I just love the process. I love doing it. So, getting up early, going to Fame, going to the Y, I love doing it, so it's not hard at all.
Let's talk about the Peace Act now for Lackawanna College. The news, we've been hearing rumblings for months, hey, this might be happening, but now it's reality. In 2026, that's going to happen. So how excited are you thinking, hey, Peace Act, great basketball?
I'm really excited because at the end of the day, it's basketball, and I just love playing against good competition. So, Peace Act is probably going to be better than the JUCO level, obviously, but I can't wait.
Let's talk about the study area. Do you have an idea on what you want to do with your career?
I think business, but I'm not too sure right now. It's kind of undecided a little bit.
Can you talk a little bit about people around you, whether you're playing in a summer league with some competition or what that's like, or you have some close friends? Talk a little bit about your basketball friends that, maybe they're playing at this school or doing this that you kind of, you talk to and kind of get some advice from.
I'm reaching out to people to work out with them over the summer. Still working on it. Most of the time I am usually by myself working out, but there's a couple people I'm reaching out to.
How about a guy like a Justice Schultz who, went to Redeemer, started at Lock Haven, went to Siena, he's doing well. Talk a little bit about, what it's like just seeing a guy like that do some good stuff.
I mean, I only played against him like a few times at Hanover, and I played against him a couple times like in summer practices with Redeemer. And playing against him, it really shows the difference between a high school basketball player and a Division I college player. He is a good basketball player, and playing against him, it's not easy. So it really just shows how much more I need to progress my game to really compete with him and like guys at that level.
Speaking of good basketball player, again, we're talking about you kind of pushing the envelope a little bit, coming into your own. Are there specific things, again, your dad had mentioned maybe that 17, 18 footer, knocking those down a little bit more consistently. Is there any other parts of your game?
I mean, three-point shots definitely. I want to be able to come off the dribble more and more confidently, especially. But a lot of shooting, a lot of ball handling. As I said before, I want to be more of a perimeter player, but just expanding my game that way.
All right, well, hey, congratulations, Black College, in your future, and we wish you the best. Thanks for catching up with us.
Thank you.